Come on and waste the night with me. I'm in a fever, baby. I'm in a wasted eyes, so waste the night with me. Just wanna be there, baby, 'cause you'll make it all alright. We dance until the sun will rise. Oh Lord, I know we fuss and fight, but every time we touch it's all gotta be, baby, yeah. Nobody knows you like I do. I know it drives you crazy, but when you hold me like you do, ain't no one else can save me, 'cause you'll make it all alright. Till the sun will rise. I don't know if I survive, but every time we touch it's all gotta be, baby, all alright. It's until the sun will rise. My foot on the bus and fire tonight. We talk, baby, I'll never back down.
Oh, oh. Yeah, I just want to one thing that I want to say. So, ladies and gentlemen, the gradation is about to start in a few minutes. We are in Germany, so basically we want to have everything really on time, standardized, and we want to have a process for everything. But sometimes it also happens in Germany that we have a slight delay. So in that regard, we will take 3 more minutes and then we'll start our graduation ceremony. We are not that bad like Deutsche Bahn, right? So we are getting there. Okay, 3 more minutes. Thank you. Thank you.
You don't think I could just be on stuff out? You don't think I could just be on after long while let you fish around, but bring me fun. You want to listen to me, but I don't think I could just be around. That is just not possible. Yeah, I don't think I could just be on that. Have to know what I know. You're not traditional. What I do for you. This a good thing you need. But I don't think I could just be on. It's just like possible. Yeah, I don't think I could just be on. After know what I know. I'm not traditional. What I do for you. You want to do this and fun. But I don't think I could just be around. Yeah, I don't think I could just be around. And just like my tradition.
Just need your body. Showing you're supposed to be like holiday. Don't need no talking. Just need your body. Your loving around me makes me feel special. No heaven on earth if I can't be with you. Swimming your heart so you can't tell the truth. Got so hot I can't leave. I got your body all over my mind. I got so hot I'm off my feet. We up in the clouds with the sun in our eyes. Show me that I don't need no money. Don't need no body. Just need your body. Show me that I'm sweet like honey. Don't need no talking. Just need your body. Telling me you feel fine. Never leave, never leave, never leave, never leave, never leave it. Wanna keep you in my life, don't need to move. Whenever you're here, I feel okay. Baby, I love you. Oh, I got so high, oh, I can't breathe. I got your body all over my mind. I got so high, I'm off my feet. We up in the clouds with the sun in our eyes. So yeah, I don't need no money. Don't need no money. Tell me about it. Sorry, I'm supposed to be They say it's done, it's done. Still chasing the mountain. I never felt that way about someone. Like my chest was wide open. And I'm trying my best to survive. But I see you every sunrise. And my paper heart's on fire. Yeah, I'm coming after chemicals, chemicals. I know it's a temporal sensual, but I still feel it in my body, and I know it's deep. I wonder if you're with somebody else. Do you take her to our spot? Was it easy to forgive yourself for messing it all up? I keep trying my best to survive, but I see you never between, and my paper heart's on fire. Yeah, I'm coming out for chemicals, chemicals. I know it's only temporal, sensual, but I still feel it all in my body, and I know it's bad.
So now, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready. In that regard, distinguished guests, Mr. Niemann, Mr. Chairman, Mr. President, Ms. Chancellor and Managing Director, Mr. Managing Director, Mr. Chairman of the Examination Board, Gisma colleagues, families, friends, supporters of our graduates, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to the Gisma University of Applied Sciences graduation ceremony. Yay! So I can tell you, maybe we started with a little bit of delay, but this is only because our students are always on time, you know? That is the reason why we have to start with a little bit of delay, because we have to counter this punctuality, which is so much in the German genes, so to say. My name is Peter Kohnhäusner. I am the Vice President Academic of Gisma, and it is my pleasure to host this ceremony with you. I hope that everybody can understand me quite well. We have this year quite nice weather in comparison with last year, because last year it was sweating hot and everybody was basically fainting. So today it's better. It's a little bit more German weather, German Berlin summer. It is my great pleasure to welcome you all today in this atrium of this wonderful campus, as well as those joining also online from abroad and from around the globe to celebrate the achievements of our graduating students. And it's great that you are all here, because you are all proud family, friends, and colleagues of our students. Graduation is one of the most proud and memorable days where faculty, friends, and supporters experience joy while witnessing students having their degree conferred on them, and of course wearing their formal academic gowns. So it's not all the time only me talking to you, it's also the students and graduates coming down with a nice gown later on. You might have seen some of them already going around. And you see also that in our classes there's no talking, right? Everybody's only completely silent all the time and is listening to the lecturers. That is the thing what is happening. Before I proceed any further, I would like now to ask you all to join me in granting a warm welcome and applause to the true heroes of this afternoon, our wonderful students and soon to be alumni. Please welcome them with a warm applause. They should come now down these stairs, hopefully. Sometimes they're shy, guys, you know, sometimes they're shy, but they are here, they are wonderful. Not only two, at least. That is quite good. Wonderful, guys. Yes. And we can keep the music rolling because more people will come. Ah, here it is. Wonderful. Welcome, welcome to your graduation ceremony. It's wonderful. Great to see you all. Your seats are waiting for you and are very well deserved, dear graduates. Please remain standing, right? You have enough time to sit later on, right? Don't already sit. Don't stay in the way. They keep coming and coming more and more. At least these are all that are here at the moment. Please give them a warm applause, guys, again. Thank you. So if you wonder and if you're a big fan of statistics and numbers, I can tell you we have over 200 graduates today. Around 100 are here on campus right now, and also joining us online, another 100 who are already working abroad or working somewhere in Germany and could not join us today on campus. And now, guys, I would like us all to give an equally warm applause to the Gisma University faculty who have served not only as lecturers and colleagues, but also as mentors and friends to our graduates. Dear colleagues, please come on stage. Applause, thank you. Almost. All may now be seated. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. So for now, yes. Thank you, Chris. So for now, I don't feel so lonely anymore here on stage. Thank you so much for joining me and for joining us, and thank you so much for being here, dear graduates. It's a very important day for you. In the end, the most important day in your academic journey, and a wonderful new start into a fresh part of your life. So I would like to really thank all the families and friends in the audience today who came here all the way to Potsdam and all the distances from around the globe to join the graduates here. So in that regard, I would like to invite you graduates to thank also your families and friends and give them a warm applause, guys, please. And I mean, dear families and friends, you were not maybe there when the graduates were now arriving, but I can just share with you that it is really heartfelt, right? If you see them, how proud they are on the one hand side and how much connection there is also with the faculty and the lecturers, and how there are really mentorships and friendships that have been developed over the years that they are graduating here and that they're studying with us. So one question to you, the first one, because we are not doing this like a upfront lecture. It's not a lecture at all, right? But it's interactive, like all the sessions at Gisma, and you will also take home a photograph or two today, I guess, when you're proudly tossing your cap, etc. Do you feel happy today, guys? I did not hear anything. Do you feel happy today? Okay, one more time. Do you feel happy today? Ah, wonderful. So that's what we want to like, yes. So we gather here to celebrate a momentous occasion, a once-in-a-lifetime achievement for you. As Vice President of Gisma, it is both an honor and a privilege to stand before you today, as basically I'm the first one to congratulate you, right? And also the last one to say goodbye. But it's never a goodbye, right? Because hopefully you will join us as proud alumni, and we will see you soon at the different events that we are planning. We have also some alumni event announcement today to make. And you see, there are even more coming. It's wonderful. And they are not even fitting into our campus here today. I can just tell you maybe two words before we come to the core of the whole ceremony, which is introduced by the keynotes and basically culminates in your graduation, handing over of the certificates. I can tell you that one of the drivers for me personally, why I came into higher education, why I'm so passionate about education and giving something back, is that I believe firmly that education can really change the world. I really believe that if you educate people, if you have a dialogue, you can make an impact. And as we know, the tagline of Gisma is create impact, right? So we want to create a positive impact. You are then the ambassadors going out into the world, and you are basically there to create positive impact. So I think that education on the one hand side empowers everyone who is educated, right? So it empowers you. It empowers you to become better ones of yourself. And on the other side, it also connects people around the globe. You will see this. It's not only that you are connected with all the alumni and with your other peers, it's also that you can connect with others that are educated and you can solve problems together. So connection is the other thing. So you empower people, you're connecting people through education. And last but not least, I believe, and this is in the world as of today really important, you can heal also the world a little bit with education. Because through education, we understand each other better, we have better connections, we respect each other more, and we can understand each other better. And I think this is one of the most important things in today's world when you have a lot of crises, a lot of tension, and a lot of misunderstandings as well. And that's why I also congratulate you that you took this important step to come here, take a graduation, but not the graduation, but take the whole academic journey with us. And I hope in a few years, now it's all exciting, oh, we are graduating today, but I hope in a few years you can look back and say, okay, this was really something that changed your life forever, and you're creating sustainable positive impact in your field and also globally. So from my side, a heartfelt congratulations to you and to your decision, guys. Thank you. So, and now it is my pleasure to call on stage the chairman of the board of Gisma University, the initial visionary in building Gisma from its start with global university systems in 2014, Professor Dr. Maurits van Rooyen, for his keynote speech. Thank you.
Thank you. Let me put this away here for a moment because it's nice warm, isn't it? So dear graduates, dear colleagues, dear family, guests, great to have you here at this graduation speech. And thank you, Peter, for your introduction and allowing me to say a few words at the start of this festive moment. Let me start off with a question. Am I arrogant? It's not a rhetorical question, nor are you expected to answer that. It's a question to myself. Am I arrogant? You know, when I was a kid, little Mau Mau, well, actually never been that small, more like this, little Mau Mau, right? I grew up amongst a lot of older siblings, much older siblings, and they said I was arrogant. And they were right. I was. Right. So the question is, am I still an arrogant person? Let me tell you a story. And the story is about Gisma graduation. Isn't that a coincidence? You're the perfect audience for this story. We go back something like 12 years in our time. Some of you at least were quite small at that stage, right? A bit younger, like me. And I had an idea. Let's have a graduation. And my colleagues in those days in Hanover said, no. That's not how it's done in Germany. So, well, how do you do it in Germany? It's very simple. You get a certificate and we send it by post. And people get it at home. Very convenient, right? So, no, our graduates don't want to dress up like that, right? That's not how it's done in Germany, right? Now, I have said on many, many occasions, when you're in a leadership position, what is the most important thing when you're a leader? What's the most important element you have in your body when it comes to leadership? It's your ears, right? You have to listen. You cannot lead unless you know how to listen. So I didn't listen. I didn't listen. We had the first graduation. People were dressed up, Leibniz House in Hanover. And everybody loved it. They were taking photos, they were, walking videos, going, live, etc. Everybody loved it, right? So if the most important aspect of a leader is to listen, and I didn't listen, what was going wrong here, right? The second most important part of leadership is not to listen, right? So listening most important, second most important is knowing when not to listen. And that's not that straightforward. Now, one of the advantages when you get older is your hearing gets less well. So, you tend to listen a little bit less carefully anyway, which is actually a risk. It's a problem. You have to be careful with it. When you get older, you always know you have to be careful with that. You don't listen because when you think you hear an answer, you say, that's not the right answer. It's the wrong answer. So this is what the right answer should have been. So this is what we're going to do anyway, right? And as a consequence of that, here we are. Because all these years later, we still have a graduation for Gisma. Several great groups of people with a lot of parents and so on. I was right, right? I was right not to listen. Of course I was right. Celebrations are required when you graduate. Wow, you have worked so hard to get here. You should celebrate, right? And it's not only a celebration, it's also a bit of a sad moment, isn't it? Because you're actually suddenly going to say goodbye to people you have been quite close to, which is a bit bittersweet. So we need to mark that, right? So it's absolutely great that I didn't listen, I think, and that you're here because I didn't listen. Otherwise, your certificate would have been in the post and that's it. So the question is, when to listen and when not to listen. It is the fine line between arrogance and confidence. And that's why I started off my question. When are you arrogant and when are you confident? Arrogance is believing that you continuously need to have the right answer. You need to have the right answer if you don't know the answer, even if you might know that actually it's the wrong answer, but you need to have the right answer. And if someone later tells you that was the wrong answer, you get very upset. That's arrogance, right? Confidence is maybe sometimes not listening, but knowing that actually you might be wrong. I might have been wrong. I might have organized a big celebration in Leibniz House in Hanover many, many years ago, and people might have hated it. And I might have been wrong. There was no guarantee. Nobody else in Germany did this, right? We were one of the first, if not the first one, to actually do a formal graduation, because that's not how you do it in Germany. So I could have been wrong. And then confidence kicks in. And you say, okay, guys, I thought it was a good idea. I didn't listen and I was wrong. When you're an arrogant person, you would never say that. That's the difference between being arrogant and being confident, because arrogant people are insecure. Why are they arrogant? Because they feel small, like little Mau Mau. Right? The big brothers are there all the time. They are bullying you all the time, right? I may have nice brothers, don't get me wrong, but that's how it felt. So you compensate, you overcompensate. You always have the right answer. You always know the answer, right? And don't question me, because otherwise, right, you get aggressive. A lot of people like that. Very thin skin, they kind of feel very insecure, and it falls into arrogance. A confident person never acts like that, never reacts like that. A confident person just says, okay, I know I should have listened, I didn't do it. At the time, I thought that was the right thing, I was wrong. So this is something very important, I think, to bear in mind. Because when it comes to education, what is education really trying to do? Education is there to try to build up your confidence, right? You sitting here, you all should be pretty proud of yourself and feel confident. Wow, you have gone a massive journey from, first of all, being accepted to come and study at Gisma. Some of you coming from around the world, getting a study visa, etc. Peter asked, are you happy? Well, you better be, because actually there are a lot of unhappy persons who didn't succeed. Right? A lot of people who didn't get to be accepted on the course. So a lot of people who didn't manage to get a study visa and so on. They are not here, right? You should be confident about, wow, I have achieved something. Your education very much got that message across. And this is a very important role when it comes to the role with the link between, or the dividing line between confidence and arrogance. We want you to be confident, but at the same time, we want to be sure that you do not become arrogant. Leave all that arrogance you might feel somewhere as I need to prove myself. You don't need to prove yourself anymore. You've done that, right? So be confident. Don't be arrogant. Confidence means you are not afraid to get it wrong. And when you do get it wrong because you didn't listen, also not a problem, because you can admit that you got it wrong. There's nothing wrong. You don't have to prove yourself over and over and over again because you are Gisma graduates. Yeah? So that is what I think is why you should be really, really pleased to be here. Confident to look at the future. There are anxieties. I fully appreciate that, right? Always, for everybody, at any age, by the way, not just at your age. But you have good reasons to face that future in with confidence. Not be afraid to make a few mistakes on the road, right? That's part of life. But look those mistakes in the eyes, learn from it, and say, okay, move on. So that's really what I want to say. That the other thing you need to bear in mind is when things don't go the right way, when you got it wrong, you have another big advantage. You're a member of the Gisma family. Look around you. These are not just fellow graduates. These are family members, right? And the family members are there for you when things might not go according to plan, and you actually can fall back on them. And the other way around. You are there for them. That is the secret of being at a selective, good school like Gisma. You are not just graduates of Gisma, you have become family members of Gisma. And it's not that you've got an alumni office looking after you all the time and sending you messages on the school. No, it's actually your own responsibility to look after the family, right? That is the key thing. Don't forget to nurture your family. If you graduate and you go your own way and you build up your life and you forget about the fact that you are a member of the family, then at a certain moment when you actually need them and could do some extra support or some contacts, you know what, you lost your family. So you have to nurture those contacts, and how you nurture those contacts is actually being open to help other family members. That's really the secret of being a Gisma graduate. It makes you confident, but also it gives you a global network for the rest of your life, as long as you know how to look at it. So here is the message for me, the very final message. Only it's very simple. Be confident. Be smart, because you know you're a member of the family. So take full advantage of that. And be happy with your degree. So be happy with what your degree. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Much for your address. It is also a matter of fact that, so me personally, I always enjoy the addresses of Professor von Rooyen, because they are always interesting interesting aspects. And he's not only talking out of decade-long experience, but he's also talking with different heads, right? So he's not only the chairman of the board of Gisma University of Applied Sciences, but he's also the chief academic officer of the whole group, as well as the president of the University of Europe, our sister university. So in that regard, you have here the full package of knowledge that you get. Talking about the full package, just can tell you that this day is not only about important feedback and input for your future life, but it's also about celebrating, right? I think everybody here wants to celebrate and wants to make some pictures, wants to scream out loud. So we come to this part a little bit later, right? The screaming part. Now we come to another package of wonderful input, and this package for you today, free of charge, completely, is delivered by our dear president, Professor Dr. Ramon O'Callaghan. Thank you.
You hear me? Loud and clear? Oops, too loud. Should I get out of the mic? This one. Is that okay? All right. 1, 2.
Okay.
With the double, I come twice. All right. Well, here we are. As the president, one of the jobs presidents have to do is to give speeches. And what a better occasion to give a speech at graduation, of course. So, dear members of the faculty and staff, dear graduates, you know what the word graduand means? It's not graduates. Graduand is the one who is about to become a graduate. It's a technical word, graduand. Okay, so dear graduates, family members, and honored guests. It's my great pleasure to welcome you to this graduation ceremony of Gisma University. And most importantly, I extend my warmest congratulations to the graduates, right? You got it. So, dear graduates, today, this marks an important milestone in your lives. It's a moment that I'm sure you've long anticipated, right? So today we celebrate your achievement, your journey that brought you here, and more importantly, your future. Graduation is really a joyful moment. And it always reminds me of the words of a Greek philosopher, Aristotle, who said, the roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet. The long nights, the pressure, the deadlines, that was the bitter part. But today is the sweet part. Today you taste the fruit of your efforts, the knowledge you've gained, the skills you've developed, and the opportunities that lie ahead. Note that this ceremony also marks a turning point. And I like to say that with every end, there is a new beginning. And this is why in the United States, the graduation ceremony, in fact, is called commencement. And it's a word that derives from French, which actually means beginning. And that's what it really is. It's the beginning of your next chapter. A chapter that will be filled with new opportunities, personal growth, and professional advancement. We've talked a little bit about the leadership qualities. The best leaders surround themselves with people who challenge, inspire, and support them. So don't, as we heard, don't be arrogant. Don't aim to be the smartest person in the room. Be the one who listens, learns, and brings out the best in others. Be open, be collaborative, build bridges, not walls. Real innovation grows from empathy, dialogue, and teamwork. As you move forward, let ambition set your pace. Let purpose shape your path. Should I repeat that? Did you get it? So, let purpose shape your path. Sorry, let ambition set your pace. Let purpose shape your path. In other words, strive to make meaningful contributions. And whatever you choose to do it with heart. Lead with passion. Inspire through action. Be the kind professional that others trust, respect, and learn from. We're proud of you. We look forward to seeing you carrying the Gisma name in the world. Your success will reflect back on this institution, just as Gisma's growth and reputation will always be part of your story. And speaking of growth and reputation, let me share with you some of Gisma's recent achievements, which reflect our commitment to excellence and impact. As you probably have witnessed, we have increased significantly in terms of number of students and programs that we have launched. Our MBA has recently been re-accredited by AMBA, placing us among the top 2%, business schools worldwide with that distinction. We also earned the BGA institutional accreditation that affirms our dedication to responsible management education. This is our first international institutional accreditation. And we received 3 awards. The 3 AMBA Excellence Awards for the best CSR, Corporate Social Responsibility Initiative, the best Startup of the Year, and the best Lifelong Learning Initiative. We also secured EFMD eligibility for our MBA and MSc in international business. These are accreditations with EFMD, another important international accreditation agency, and we were declared also eligible for AACSB, the American agency. So, as you see, we are building our reputation or recognition. Our research output increased 30% with respect to last year, and some of our faculty members have been recognized for their have received awards for academic excellence. And most recently, just a month ago, we were awarded the prestigious BSIS Impact Label. This impact label, granted by EFMD, certifies that Gisma creates positive impact on its local, regional, and national environment. And I am proud to tell you that we are only the second business school in Germany to receive this honor. Okay? So all these milestones reflect not just our institutional progress, but also the strength of our students and alumni, including all of you. Dear graduates, today you move from being students to becoming alumni. But as we mentioned, your connection to Gisma doesn't end here. It just evolves. We will invite you to stay connected through career services, our alumni network, mentorship programs, and lifelong learning opportunities. So please, keep in touch. Nothing is more meaningful to us than hearing from our graduates and sharing in your future success. Life is a journey, and sometimes we travel together, as we have done during the time that you were at Gisma. But ultimately, it's your journey, and you will define your own goals, make your own decisions, and learn what truly matters to you. There will be moments of success, but also moments of challenge and even failure. But when you stumble, stay humble. It even rhymes, right? When stumble, stay humble. But it's meaningful. In other words, reflect and learn from what that moment teaches you. Then rise and continue your journey. And then you will be stronger than ever before. Remember, graduation is not the end, it's just the beginning. And as our motto reminds us, create impact. Strive to make a difference in both small and big ways. Whether small everyday actions or bold transformative ideas, your impact matters. Keep in mind that most people, when they graduate, they never imagine they're going to change the world. But the truth is, each of you will in your own way. I wish you all great success and fulfillment on the road ahead. And again, big congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. I will stay a little bit back here so that we don't have. I stay in the background. So, Mr. President, thank you for your words and the input. I think it's really inspiring, especially because we have now just heard, not don't be arrogant, but confident, right? Stay in touch with your alma mater, stay in touch and create impact, which is so important in today's world, because we need more positive impact. We need more thinkers and more educated people. And it is now another highlight of this graduation ceremony after the speech of the chairman and the speech of the president is always a keynote speaker, a special person coming out of different circumstances to talk to you and to everybody here about some stories, some input, some life-changing experience, maybe also some input what is currently happening in the world. So it is really my distinct honor to welcome an accomplished economist and senior government official with a career spanning over 3 decades in the international economic relations and policy. This also connects him so well with Gisma, with our so international audience. I mean, just look around you, right? Everybody is coming from all around the globe, and I personally think it's so inspiring in that regard. Our keynote speaker currently is heading the Partnering in Business with German initiative at the Federal Ministry for Economic Affairs and Energy. Throughout his career, he has held key leadership roles in Germany and abroad, for example, postings in South Korea, in Bulgaria, and Singapore. So really all around the globe, I would say. He shaped economic policy and fostered international collaboration. His experience includes serving as an advisor at the German Federal Parliament and the Chancellor's Office, as well as directing international programs with the Friedrich Naumann Foundation. Ladies and gentlemen, it is our pleasure, and please join me in welcoming Mr. Ulrich Niemann.
Now it's working. Wonderful. Good afternoon. Dear Chairman of the Board, Professor van Rooyen, dear President, Professor O'Callaghan, Chancellor and Managing Director, Ms. Tabal Casada, Managing Director, Mr. Davis, dear Professor Kornhäusner, and dear graduates, ladies and gentlemen. I feel very honored to be here today. It's really a joy to share your happiness. And I also like to extend the warm greetings and best wishes from the leadership of my ministry at the occasion of this very eminent ceremony today. And many thanks again for inviting me. What a wonderful world. That was my thinking and feeling when I started as a young civil servant in 1989, my career, exactly in December 1989. The future looked so promising. The Berlin Wall came down in November. The Cold War was ending. Boundaries and barriers fell. Freedom and prosperity could flourish. Yes, it was a kind of the end of the old history, we all believed, and US scientist Francis Fukuyama described it, 1992, in his book, The End of History. Later, he was criticized of being too optimistic, but honestly, at the end of his book, if I remember correctly, it's a long time ago I read it, he saw still very troubled times to come. And in the context of free trade, which is still a major engine of driving globalization, I will address these troubled times today we are living in. And I'm doing this as an optimist. After decades of working for politics and economics, I still am an optimist, and I hope you too. And I can only underline what Professor O'Callaghan and Professor Royan told you. Believe in you. You are now part of this world, and you have the power to shape it. Let's first, and I think this is something you should put in your package when you're going out in the world now. Let's still look at the benefits of free trade and globalization. I think nobody here in the audience will really doubt it or deny it, but I think it's actually today very important to always remember the advantages and the benefits and not to ignore them or even to deny them. Actually, it's very simple. I mean, if you are a clever man or woman, you are looking for cooperation and a deal. Only a fool could think that he or she can everything do by him or herself. Already in the Stone Age, people have done that. But since the end of the Second World War, which was bringing so much trouble and disaster to the world, we see a really impressive and remarkable increase of trade on the global level, maybe as a consequence of this terrible experience. So this slide shows that from 1979 till today, the world's trade share of the global GDP doubled to 60%. Imagine that, 60%, it doubled. So what does it tell us? That we have an enormous increase in trade in the world. The world became more interconnected and interdependent, and also bringing development and wealth, not only to the industrialized countries, but to all participating countries, and that is important, which adapted to this challenge and took it as an advantage, like Germany, South Korea, Japan, Singapore. There's a nice picture. I didn't bring it today to you because I could not find one without any rights to violate, but it's a picture that shows in the night from orbit the Korean peninsula. And in the south, still in the night, you have booming life, you have lights everywhere. In the north, complete darkness. That is one result when you don't take part in globalization. It's darkness and poverty. I have held several seminars in North Korea. Today it would no longer be possible, but I can tell you that was a very, very special experience. So the driving force for prosperity was trade, but you need a framework, you need rules, yeah? You need a fair game. And that is maybe here a chorus, oh, excuse me, I pressed too hard. This is maybe correlative to this. You see the number of free trade agreements from 1958 to last year, from 30 in 1958 to more than 360 trade agreements today. So this is actually also an indicator that we have worldwide cooperation and division of labor, and the countries who participating could bring in their comparative advantages, and this had consequence for their wealth. Look at this. These are the BRICS countries. In 1980, sorry, it's very sensitive here. The BRICS, just a moment. Excuse me, I have a technical problem. Now we are, sorry for that. So we have the BRICS countries, and you see an enormous increase in share of their total GDP in relation to the world's GDP, from 12 to 40%. That is something very remarkable. Yeah. And their total GDP is today bigger than the one of the EU because they were open to trade and were participating in it. What happened to the former, older power economic countries, the EU? Their percentage actually declined from almost 30 to 12% today. It's an almost inverse development. But now, from the view of the EU or Germany, is this a loss? Is this a failure? No, it's a success for all of us. I remember a discussion I had with my superior in the Chancellor's office. It was in the early 90s. And after the short boom of German reunification, Germany was also sliding a little bit later into deep recession. I think it was 93. And we were, of course, frustrated and talking about Germany and further development and the world. And my superior said at that time, and I found it remarkable, he said, well, at the end, it's no longer possible in the long run that 16% of world population produce 30% of GDP. Interesting. And it happened, actually. It went in the right way. Today, we are seeing today we are seeing a tripolar world, which could be here a good testimonial for the liberal imperative of the post-war order that rules-based free trade would promote best peace and economic wealth globally. You can see this, how interconnected the world today is, and particularly in the last 20 years only. Imagine, there was to a tripolar world with so much more interconnection. That's really, really remarkable. So now, some of you may be already thinking, oh, this man is only talking about the advantages. No, I'm not that one-sided, because I have also, as a public servant, to cope with a disadvantage every day. And this is just one side of the coin. Globalization also brings a lot of challenges to the participating countries. And you have seen the effect on the EU, declining share of GDP worldwide. But be confident. Yeah. Stay humble. But globalization brings structural change, and it brings cultural change. It brings pressure on labor markets, unequal trade relations in the sense of openness, dominance of global conglomerates, and so on. But are these challenges actually arguments against rules-based free trade? I wouldn't think so. First, national governments have to take measures to adapt to these challenges. Everyone has to do his homework, not just close the door, leave it open and actually change. And they should not, by coping with globalization, harm trade relations. Secondly, the multilateral trade system, I was talking about the legal framework, the rules, fair play, needs to be reformed. That is absolutely evident. And there I come to geopolitics and geoeconomics. When we see that trade indeed also brings asymmetries, the risk of conflicts, of course, increase. So what can you do? You can talk, you can negotiate, but some are looking for the easiest way out, and they are choosing protectionist measures. And this is a really worrying development. I'm very sorry that I have problems with this remote control. I don't know why. I'm already pressing it very, very carefully. So here you can see that we have only during the last 8 years a very, very remarkable increase in protectionist measures, and liberalizing only a few and declining. This is a very worrying development we have to cope with. But furthermore, and this is something new, economic instruments in trade can also be used as weapons, as it is increasingly done. And this is the age of geoeconomics, where economic instruments are also used to reach geopolitical objectives. And this is the case of China, Russia, and the current US government. One has to say this very frankly. Cheap oil, rare earths, dumpings, tariffs, these are the new kids on the block, which can have very, very fatal results on, as the following scenario shows. Here, this is a simulation model by the Kiel Institute of World Economy. It shows that the effects of a 25% tariff by the US on EU and counter tariffs at the same percentage. Look at that. What does it tell us? At the end, everybody will lose. Everybody will lose. So what could be the result of this? One is that you have more and more regional trade agreements. You need to reform the WTO, but countries are blocking the reform. And they do it purposely because they're looking in other ways which would be for them more beneficial. So will this lead to a deglobalization? If you look at this curve, also worrying. It's no longer really going up, and this means we have less international trade, or at least it is stagnating. So how to deal with it? The good news is that still 98% of the world trade is taking place under the WTO rules. They are still there. They are not gone. This is very good. And at the end, the geoeconomic measures, which are so harmful, are to all parties harmful, they need to be ended. But these measures, and now I'm talking to you as a civil servant who is working in the Foreign Trade Department, are very complex. The responses we're taking, they have to be chosen very carefully because we want to avoid escalation and collateral damages. Yeah? And here, maybe someone is expecting me to talk now more about how dealing with US and China and so on, but I think this would really expand the time limit. And I can only tell you that we are working in the ministry very, very hard to find ways out. We have a lot of partners worldwide, and the EU summit shows that the language now is very, very clear also in direction of China. And it's really necessary because I want to show you one of my last slides here. Here. Let's go back to the really core statement. Trade is beneficial, especially also to emerging countries. What is this? You see, these are not the big players. You have Congo, Guyana, Gambia, Vietnam. On the other side, Guyana, Guinea, Armenia, Sierra Leone. These are only in the last 10 years or 14 years, the increases in their exports and imports. That is wonderful news. Yeah? Nobody can say that only the big ones are benefiting. They are really, really, and this is just examples, they are starting to benefit from it. So we have to work really in the direction to reestablish our really open and free order. But what can we do in the politics? I mean, EU, Germany, we could think outside the box, maybe by joining more regional trade agreements and focusing our bilateral trade agreements more on just trade facilitation. Normally, they're very comprehensive. We also need clever instruments to promote foreign trade. And here comes Gisma into the game. I like to introduce to you a program for promotion of foreign trade, which is called Partnering in Business with Germany, which I'm in charge of in the ministry. This program promotes cooperation between small and medium-sized companies who maybe feel internationalization as a challenge first. So help them to come together. So this program brings 1,000 managers from currently, now it's 19 partner countries for 3 weeks to Germany. And we have, do I have to press again? Anyway, the core idea is to create B2B contacts, and this is very, very successful. Many long-term business relations come out of this program, and it's running since 25 years. Usually the participants from these partner countries and also their German counterparts very, very happy. It has a lot of benefits, creating networks, expanding the management expertise of the participating companies, and also to have a better knowledge of foreign markets, particularly Germany, EU, and at the end, to make deals, yeah, to have good B2Bs. So this is something where the core is partnership, and where actually we create more international business on a sustainable level. And you see here at the bottom, very recently, shot in Potsdam, it's a group of entrepreneurs from South Africa, and they were taken care of by Gisma. Gisma is one of our business and development centers. We have 18 in Germany who are taking care of these 1,000 managers per year. And well, you see, they also receive certificates. They look very happy. So Gisma's team has done a very good job. So what we see at the end is that the core objective, as I said, is partnership, and this is also the key to success. Egocentric, one-sided approaches may deliver short-term gains, but will finally always end in a dead-end street. So we in the ministry will not give up the fight for a fair, rules-based international order, be assured. And for you, dear gradients, I wish for your future endeavors. I wish you much success in the most favorable environment. Thank you very much. Thank you.
So I'm a little bit hesitant to talk too quickly, too much. Also, you know, all the professors love to talk a lot, right? But I have to restrain myself all the time here a little bit. Mr. Niemann, thank you so much for this wonderful speech. Give him another round of applause, please. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, dear graduates, now we are coming after so much input for your brain, basically brain food, food for thought, right? We are coming now slowly but steadily to the core of this whole graduation ceremony. That means there are some, I've seen them already, there are some certificates back there. I hope everybody here will get one. We will see later on, right? Maybe there is something, maybe not, especially because there are more and more graduates also joining. So hopefully you're all on the list, guys, right? You want to be on the list? Okay, good. I did not hear you. You want to be on the list? Again, you want to be on the list? Okay, good. So there is a certain, I would say, a certain flair about Gisma, and there are many, many rumors, right, about Gisma, about the faculty. I know that there's a lot of talk about the different Gisma faculty members in different chats, right, official chats, unofficial chats, forums, etc. But one is for sure that Gisma strives for excellence, right? So basically, there are two pillars of Gisma. We want to be international, and we want to have a wonderful reputation for high quality students. And that is also the thing that this is sometimes not so easy to achieve, because our exams are not so easy, right? So some of you might have even had a second exams or resit. Some of you might have even an oral exam, right? Some of you might have sweated and some tears might have flown down, right? While they were writing the master thesis and the bachelor thesis, right? I see some of you smiling, yes. So it is not easy to be good at Gisma, but there are very wonderful and excellent students here, and we like to call them valedictorians. And these valedictorians, there are not many, right? In every cohort, there's only one valedictorian. And what does it mean? A valedictorian is the best in the cohort, meaning the one with the highest GPA, the gross point average, with the highest grades at all. So, and there are two, because we have winter graduation, now we have the summer graduation. There are basically two cohorts. So one is the March 2025 cohort, and the other one is the December 2024 cohort. And I'm beginning now with the valedictorian from March 2025, because the valedictorian could not join us today, but she's actually joining us online. So she's not here. Ooh, we are not happy about that, but she's already working, and as I've heard, she's quite happy. But I don't want to spoil her name. I already spoiled the gender. I'm sorry for that. I wanted to keep this to the end, but I failed on that. So she is a big fan of Python, a big fan of machine learning. She is in cross-functional team collaborations. Originally, she's coming from Turkey, joined us from Turkey. There she worked as a business intelligence consultant and as a business intelligence insight and scrum master before coming and joining us in the MSc in data science, AI, and digital business, and studied here for a whole year. Her name is Sabire Tuta Demir. Congratulations, Sabire. And as we all know, and the faculty knows, and the registry knows, you all love certificates. There are also certificates for being a valedictorian, right? So you will see that popping up on LinkedIn, I hope, in a matter of days. The second one, the second valedictorian, has graduated in December 2024. The valedictorian comes out of Europe, right? The valedictorian loves pizza. In that regard, I think it's already clear from which country, because they are doing the best pizzas, and we all like pizzas. In that regard, we can also be quite happy. I have never seen a student basically so much in technological excellence and working really hard many hours, putting really everything into the exams and to the assignments. And on the other side, hearing his name so often being compared with a famous car manufacturer. Please, all together, welcome on stage our valedictorian, Emanuele Ferrari. Congratulations.
Danke.
And here comes your microphone, and I'm muting myself.
Hello. I promise I'm gonna be quick. So first, good afternoon, everyone. Okay. And it's an incredible honor to stand here today on behalf of my graduating class. I would like to start with a heartfelt thank you to everyone that made this possible, our professors, that for their commitment, guidance, and sharing their invaluable expertise. The student support team that probably saw me one too many times entering that office upstairs and always welcome me and other students with a smile and provide explanation, suggestion, and solution. Then the direction that always find new connection, extracurricular activities, and listen to our suggestion to improve Gisma. The reception team that help us and help new students to navigate the daily life in the campus, and all people in the background from the cleaning team, IT, administration, and many more who silently allow the campus to run smoothly. I would like to ask you a big round of applause for all of them. And then my fellow classmates and other students and fellow graduates, the the lifeblood of this university. To all my fellow classmates and all other students here, I would like to say we made it. We finally reached this milestone. Not only a piece of paper, not only lecture, not only exam, but knowledge, experience, and a forward-looking mindset and personal growth. I would also ask you to a big round of applause for yourself. There were some challenges on the way, from remote lectures, hard exam. I think we all remember the statistic one. That was kind of tough. And nights burning up our midnight oil to study. The difficulties to move into different countries, language barriers, and personal issues that we all face. But here we are, and we did it. I remember the first time I entered this campus. Everything was new and shiny. If I recall correctly, my cohort was the first one to attend the lecture on this campus. For us, the campus was just for us. Sometimes it felt empty. It felt like we felt like an explorer who first reached a new untouched land. We saw the campus get populated semester after semester with new students, new professors, new classes, new classmates, and new courses. It's incredible how much Gisma grow in the last 3 years. Besides classes, I had incredibly nice memory of extracurricular activity, from the ping pong tournaments to the TCS sustained to Mercedes-Benz hackathon and many more. This also want to ask all the direction that organize all of this. Besides what you're strictly, what is mandatory for you to do, you organize so many extra activities that, for me, participate in some of them, most of when I have the possibility, like the sustainability or some of them, they really help me both creating my network with other classmates from other courses, but also with external. Also get my internship via the hackathon. So also thank you again for that. And all unique and all just for us from Gisma. I cannot speak about other people's experience, but I can share a few points of mine. It was a unique challenge to study in a different country in a language that is not native to me. Luckily, it was English and not German, but it made me grow as few other experiences did. Having classmates from all around the world and being exposed to so many different cultures was an incredible and arguably one of the best aspects of study at Gisma. Despite differences, I quickly bonded with my younger peers, and now I'm happy to call them friends. Another challenge that I was starting a new degree in a completely different field, from sound design to data science, at almost 30 years old. But well, here I am, as a living proof that it's never too late to study, to reinvent yourself, adding a new area of expertise, starting a new career, and moving to different countries. We live in a fast-paced, constantly evolving world, where adaptability is the key to thriving. I'm not only thankful for the technical knowledge I developed here during my studies, but the digital, agile, forward-looking mindset that our professor taught us. I want to say to all of us that we were the future, we are now the present. We have the words in our hand and we will reshape it in the better way. Thank you.
Mr. Ferrari, thank you so much for your words, and congratulations again on the title of the Valedictorian. By the way, also in your small, there is, by the way, also for all the graduates, there is a small gift waiting for you, right? And in yours is a special mentioning that you are the valedictorian. Yes, it is really waiting for you. So now, slowly but steadily, we're going to the graduation, right? And there are some certificates waiting, but there's also something which you all finished before basically graduating, the thesis. For whom of you was it easy to write the thesis? Hands up. Okay, I see one small, yeah, maybe it was easy. Okay, for whom was it really difficult? Okay, okay, hey, there are some honest people here. That's nice, right? Okay, so basically the thesis is really the culmination of your work, right? It's basically showing your maturity in academic terms. It's showing that you have learned a lot and putting everything in one project. And I can just congratulate you that you have also mastered this milestone of your academic journey. There is a specific committee, right, at Gisma, looking at all the different thesis, so for sure, in the first step, it's your supervisor, right? But if your supervisor thinks that your thesis is really good, then the best thesis award committee is looking if your thesis is that good that it can be awarded a special prize. And this prize is then handed over in the graduation ceremony. And I can tell you one thing, that the ones who are receiving this best thesis award now, they don't know it, because this is generally totally kept secret. Also, another secret is who is in this panel, because there are some committee members from the faculty in this committee. But I can tell you that Professor Massar is heading this committee, and he's here to also speak about the process a little bit and also hand over the thesis awards. So please give a warm welcome to Professor Massar on stage.
Hello. Hello, everyone. So as my esteemed colleagues have already shared kind words and extended their celebrations, so I will not, I won't take a lot of time of yours, for sure. As you may know, many of us have shorter spans than the Wi-Fi signals, I'm pretty sure. So a dedicated committee reviewed all the submissions based on criteria such as industry relevance, research quality, and for publications. After careful evaluations, we have winners here. And from Bachelor Quarter 4, 2024, Emmanuel Ferrari. Congratulations. Thank you. For Bachelor Quarter 1, 2025, Bakhtawar Khawer Memon. Congratulations. Thank you. Yes. Okay. So for Master Quarter 4, Chris Mary Jose. And for Master, unfortunately, they are not here, but I will still name them. So for Master Quarter 1, 2025, Richata Consonti. If you're here, yeah, you're here, which is good. Congratulations. Congratulations once again. Yeah. So once again, congratulations. Thank you.
Professor Massar, thank you so much for that. And if you have seen that, right, if you would have seen the look in Miss Memmon's face, for example, she did not know that, right? And the other colleague also lost his talah halfway, right? So these are really surprise moments, I would say. Graduates, you are after today, you are alumni, right? And being an alumni from Gisma is a big honor, I would say, because you are in a big family, like also our president already said before. And there is an alumni association waiting for you, right? So it's basically a club of all the alumni and of the alumni who are then networking, helping themselves and helping each other, and also connecting every now and then, and maybe also coming back to Gisma for celebrations like today, because I see also some alumni like Harry. Harry, please stand up, one of our alumni. Yes. Wonderful. But I think there are more alumni also here, and I'm really happy that you are all coming back also to Gisma to keep in touch and keep the connection here. There's one important event, and the careers team and the alumni team asked us to please show this video about our alumni event on the 5th of September, which we are planning for a big kickoff of the new alumni network year. And there's some kind of voting at the moment happening. So you can vote for the best alumni in a certain category. So Chris, I would like you to roll the movie so we can look at the video briefly. Thank you. Amazing. These were only 41 minutes, but now everybody is awake after this music, right? So good, guys. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the um, most joyful part of the whole graduation. Not that the other parts were not joyful, but now it's about celebrating, about applauding, about making tons of photos, right? And also about having a little bit of fun about my dialect, pronouncing your names, right? This will be also quite fun for everyone, I guess. So I'm already excusing myself that if I might not pronounce your name correctly when we are now going into the awarding of the certificates. It is the moment you have been all waiting for. Please, everyone, also make sure we have here 100 graduates on the on campus. We have another 100 joining us online. So it will take a little bit of time, and applauding can get a little bit tiring, but I'm sure that you have had a good breakfast and a good lunch, and you have enough energy to do this, right? So everybody did a wonderful job here, and I would like you all to keep on applauding as much as you can. Our wonderful photographer here, Inbal, is basically then also making the photo. If you come in front, you will be handed over the certificate with one of our wonderful faculty members. And please then don't run away, right? But maybe look into the camera, smile if you have joy, right? Hopefully you are quite happy now. And then don't run into this direction. This one is wrong. You go into this behind the screen, right? And there is some surprise. No, there is the small present for you, and basically also some formalities that you are then basically de-enrolled and officially not our students anymore, but then you are graduates. So I would now kindly ask a special person on the stage. Who knows Daria from the registry? Yay! Dr. Daria, please come on stage. Thank you so much. Dr. Daria is heading our registry and is a key member in ensuring student happiness, I would say. Exactly. Thank you. And basically, we will then start with the first graduates. And yes, we are starting here with a long list. And first of all, I would like to ask on stage basically our dear Professor Dr. Sarah Ramzani, head of the business department and Professor of Research and Quantitative Methods, to award the first certificates. Thank you, Professor Sarah. Thank you for being here. The first graduate is Emanuele Ferrari. Congratulations. The valedictorian, and as a valedictorian also graduating with a distinction. Yeah, after these sessions, you have then a flash in your eye at some point. And next up from the BSc in International Business Management, Bachtava Kava Memon with the Bachelor Thesis Award. Thank you so much. Jahanvi Jiten Merchant. Congratulations. Also BSc International Business Management. Now we have the nice onerous music. Thank you so much. Lucian Wichert. Congratulations. Shania Tuta, also BSc International Business Management, out of the last row almost. And Taha Kassini Sali, BSc International Business Management. Thank you, Professor Sarah. You may now be seated. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, it's also the time to celebrate your beloved Gisma faculty, right? The next one presenting the Global MBA graduates is Professor Dr. Fumayo Horam, the Professor of Research and Qualitative Method and the Program Director of the Global MBA program. First off is here Janil Busor Manfulova. Oh, it's wonderful. Already a small graduate as well. Next up is Harshada Rajendra Pisal. Sorry. If you're sitting on the stair, the way is quite long. Congratulations. Hitesh Nadiev Kambli. You quickly posted something on Snapchat, right? Yeah, I'm now here. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you, Mom. It's wonderful. Look at that. Turn it around, turn it around. It's the wrong way around. Yeah. Next up, Ilkias Yilmaz. Congratulations, Ilkias. Jennifer Andrea Rueda Sandoval. Oh, take your time. We are not in a hurry here, right? Everything is cool. Johannes Riese Sapka. Congratulations, Johannes. Wrong direction. Ratika Danapal. Ratika Danapal. Yes. Oh. We have a DJ here. Last but not least, in the Global MBA program is Yassine Ben Yahia. Never stop the music. Anjol, don't stop the music. Yassine, congratulations. Professor Horam, you may now be seated. Thank you so much. Next up is now our Master in Engineering and Computer Science. Because of a small, let's say, last-minute shift in faculty arrangements, it is my pleasure to call on stage our president, Professor Ramon O'Callaghan, to hand over this certificate. Thank you. First off is Akanshka Mahashan. This way. Okay, you can stay like this or like this, like ever. Yeah. No. Thank you. Next on Alexander Pakhomowski. computer science. Mahdi Rajabi, congratulations. Mahdi, congratulations. Also a member of the Gisma Career Service team. Congratulations. Congratulations. Mehmet Akif Oskos. Oskoch. Music is coming again. It's just a dramatic break of the music sometimes. Next one is Mohammed Hassan Kamel Amin Mohammed. Congratulations. Sadiq Guliev. Sadiq, thank you. Wonderful. And last but not least, in a Master of Engineering on Computer Science, Sherin Ria Hartmann. Sherin, congratulations. That is it, yes. Thank you, Mr. President. You may now be seated. Thank you so much. Next up, our Master of Science in Data Science, AI, and Digital Business, one of our most beloved programs. These awards are presented by Professor Mohammad Mahdavi, our head of the tech department and professor of data science. Thank you so much, Professor Mohammad. First off, Abdul Hanan. Abdul Hanan. I'm happy that so far everybody was here. Right? It's quite good. Dramatic break. Akash Laxman Ratot. Akash Laxman Ratot. Congratulations. A proud moment. Amazing. Next on is Anil Mulagula. Oh, he's coming from somewhere completely different. That was surprising, I have to say. He was hiding somewhere. Congratulations. Next up, Anthony Olayori Eniola. Anthony! Yes, we love emotions. Anthony, yes. Belinda Antanga. Belinda, please come to stage. Your great moment is here. Guys, because I've just seen it, just to take a small break, because the music is also dramatically not playing right now. Don't go to the buffet already. This is for later, right? Go behind the screen, not to the buffet. Okay, thank you. Next up is Charmana Kohrmada Ramesh. Charmana Kohrmada Ramesh. Oh, that is a big walk of fame here. Big walk of fame. Congratulations. Don't jump over the people, please. That is a good idea. Good idea, Professor Mohammed. Maybe open the corridor for the people so that they can also come down on the stair. That is helping. Yeah. Looks good. Looks good. No worries. Next one, Deepak Paudel. Deepak. Deepak Paudel, are you here? No. Deepak is also not hiding somewhere. Okay, next one. Fiona Ningome Amuda. Fiona. Yeah, somebody's proud. She can also be proud. Wonderful. Gloria Katumba Naluse. Gloria Katumba Naluse. This is the emotion. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Harshal Balasaheb Ingavalle. Harshal Balasaheb Ingavalle. And Rushik Herumula. Rushik Herumula. There's some movement. There's somebody coming. Thank you, Professor Mohammed. You may now be seated. Next, thank you, Professor Mohammed, again. Thank you. Next, I would like to call on stage Professor Mahmoud Reza Babai, our Professor of Data Engineering and Program Director of the MSc Data Science, AI, and Digital Business. Professor Reza. And first to join him is Jason Joel Pinto. Jason. Kabir Mubal, please come to stage. Thank you. Kabir. Next is Lucky Owen Alsoviren. Lucky Owen Alsoviren. Yes, wonderful work. You made it. And Mohana Krishnan Subramanian. Mohana, congratulations. Muhammad Osama bin Shah. Muhammad Osama bin Shah. Yes. Nat Pafat Wongtata Pafat. Nat Pafat Wongtata Pafat. Congratulations. Next up, no, other direction. No, wrong. Oh, here. Okay, that was close. Nur Amr Sayed Abdul Kot. Nur, congratulations. MSc Data Science, AI, and Digital Business. Wonderful. Uyefeme Emmanuel, please come to the stage. Next up is Rashada Kuansonti. Earned the Master Thesis Award and is also here with a distinction in his graduation. Congratulations. Now we're changing even the music, not bad. Rashad Daniel Mir Mohammed. Rashad Daniel Mir Mohammed. Thank you, Professor Reza. You may now be seated. Thank you, Professor Reza. Next up, you have already seen him once. Now he's coming back, Professor Mazar Hamid, our professor of software engineering. Please come on stage to give some more awards for Master of Science in Data Science and AI and Digital Business. Ritik Kumar, please. Now we are going into the remix direction here.
So that outstanding quality remains affordable.
Congratulations. Rohit Kumar Rachak. Rohit Kumar Rachak.
Mitdenken könnt. Ihr bei dem kann auch Mensch sein.
Wenn du deine Ideen gerne mit einbringst, dich weiterhin die möchte, das sind einfach großen.
Samuel Mukisa, please come to stage. Your certificate is waiting for you. Shazad Iqbal. One of the proudest moments, not only for the graduates, but also for us as a university, to see you all graduating here. Shashank Sainat Kulkarni. Shashank, please come to the stage. Next up is Vipul Rajendra Chaudhary. Vipul Rajendra Chaudhary. Vladimir Lesik. That is a creative style. Let me wait. A little bit too creative for me here. Thank you. Zineb A. Jabiri. Thank you. Professor Mazar, thank you. You may now be seated. Thank you so much. Guys, just because we are now at the halftime approximately, just to remind you, after getting your certificate is before the party, right? So don't run away. We have the cap throwing. We have a lot coming up, right? It's like the halftime teaser here right now. We are coming now to the Master of Science in Business Management, and I would like to No. Wait. Is it again? Yes, okay. Oh, I don't know what happened. The microphone was already tired, right? So we are coming now to the MSc in Business Management with the different specializations, and I would like to call on stage one of our newest faculty members, Professor Dr. Carsten Held, our professor in HR, Management and Leadership. And we are going to the MSc in Business Management with Finance, Gayas Mohammed. Gayas Mohammed. Congratulations. And mit Liaquat Hossein. Mit Liaquat Hossein. Next one. Congratulations. We're now switching over to the MSc Business Management and Human Resources, quite dear to your heart, with Angelina Pereira. Angelina Pereira, please. Edris Yacinzai. Edris Yacinzai, please. So if I pronounce your name incorrectly, it's not on purpose, guys, right? You can blame the Austrian. The strong Austrian dialect here. Oh, thank you so much. Congratulations. Safie Bayat. Safie Bayat, please. Congratulations. Professor Carsten, thank you. You may now be seated. Don't slide away. We are now coming to the next awards, and we would like to call on stage Professor Ahmad Abu Alkail, our Professor of Finance and the Chair of the Examination Board. Professor Ahmad. First off, he is awarding the MSc in Business Management and Marketing to Mandi Verma. Mandi Verma, please come to stage. Here he is. Congratulations. Next up, Tatiana Aksenova. Tatiana Aksenova, Business Management Marketing. Congratulations. Guys, don't fall asleep. Just give a little bit of more applause, right? Applause. Thank you. And now we are handing over to the MSc in Business Management with Project Management. First off, Amrinder Singh. Amrinder Singh, please. Here he is. Esther Emi Kaliba. Esther Emi Kaliba, please. Next up, no. I thought already you were there. You're quicker than anything. Congratulations. Next up, Krupal Narendrabhai Ramanush. Krupal Ramanush. You're the best. Thank you. Muhammad Tala Arain. Muhammad Tala Arain. Congratulations. And the last one in the MSc for Business Management and Project Management is Jai Shashank Venkatashava Rao. Oh, there's a pen club. Not bad. Jai Shashank. Thank you, Professor Ahmad. You may now be seated. Thank you so much. Next up, we are coming to one of our main programs, to the MSc in International Business Management, and we are coming to a professor who is loved by many students and who is loved also by the faculty colleagues and who is often much missed because he's not so much here. Please welcome on stage Professor Ralph Frank. First off, Akash Martin. Akash Martin. Abdul Wahed Nayal. Abdul Wahed Nayel. There was an A too much. Yes, this is the march. Congratulations, Abdul. Ahmed Abdelal Al-Sayed Abdelai Al-Sayed. Ahmed Al-Sarai. And I thought my name is wrong, long, right? That is not bad. Next one, Ajay Krishnan. Ajay Krishnan. Ah, that's you. Yeah. Akash Shashikant Takale. Akash Shashikant Takale. Don't throw away your voucher. Somebody else could take it. Alexander Ake. Alexander Ake. Here he is. Congratulations. Always smile in the camera like you mean it. Yes. Amala Roy. Amala Roy, please come to stage. MSc International Business Management. Amandeep Kaur. Amandeep Kaur, please. Life, don't look so surprised. No, was not allowed. It's extended. The season is extended. Ankita Abhishek Medankar. Ankita Abhishek Medankar, please. I see that some of you are already in the party sphere. Yes, that's good. It's good. Congratulations. Bhumika Raval. Bhumika Raval, please. Chatura Disanayaka. Chatura Disanayaka. Second time was better. Sorry. Yes. Thank you, Professor Ralph. You may now be seated. Thank you. Next up is our Professor of Digital Innovation and our Head of the Research Center, Professor Dr. Varun. It's off. Ah, no, now I'm back. Professor Dr. Varun Gupta, thank you so much. We are going further with the MSc in International Business Management with Dawson Long. Dawson Long. Next up is Diksha Om Prakash Mishra. Diksha Om Prakash Mishra. Thank you so much. Oh, don't throw it away. You have to throw it later on. Farida Gapuryanova. Farida Gapuryanova. This is the kind of emotions we need. I'm happy also that you are still there and that you're on the list. That's good. Fiston Niyonkuru. Fiston Niyonkuru, please. Next up, Gurlin Ball. Gurlin Ball, please. Gurlin Ball. Hamidullah Yusufi. Hamidullah Yusufi. This is better than every Gen AI picture, I can tell you. So, Hansi Wilfried Henry. Hansi Wilfried Henry. Congratulations. Harshad Punabai Valia. Harshad Punabai Valia. Harsh Kumar Diachal Valia. Harsh Kumar Diachal Valia. And the next one is Hussein Kbayaisi. Hussein Kbayaisi. Congratulations, Hussein. And it's Yoti Svarup. Yoti Svarup. Congratulations. Everybody's so happy. I like that. Professor Varun, you may now be seated. Thank you so much. Next up for the following graduations is Dr. Radia Katabiel, our program director of the foundation course. We have Latife Unluturik. Latife Unluturik. Here she is. That's good. Congratulations. Manu Gopuratingal Vichayan. Manu Gopuratingal Vichayan. Payal Vijay. Payal Vijay. Payal. Where is Payal Vijay? Not here. Okay. Pratikash Prakash. Pratiksha Prakash. Rebecca Konama Kniamoa. Rebecca Konama Knitamoa. Congratulations, Rebecca. Rohit Kumar Verma. Rohit Kumar Verma, please come to stage. Your certificate is waiting for you. Sachan. Sachan is the next one. Please, Sachan. Sachan is here. That's good. And Segal Kumar. Segal Kumar. Dr. Gadir, thank you so much. You may now be seated. Thank you so much. We're not completely done, ladies and gentlemen. We have a last block, and it is my dear pleasure that the next awarding faculty member, it might have seemed we have lost him, but he is not lost forever because he is coming back, and I know that many of you are missing him dearly. Our prior Vice President Academic and the Professor of Social Sciences, Professor Dr. Fotis Papageorgiou. We are still in the section of MSc International Business Management. Sleiman Haidar. Sleiman Haidar, please. Congratulations. Sneh Pavar. Sneh Pavar. Sneh Pavar, here, yes. Yes. Oh. These are emotions, yes. Sohit Kumar. Sohit Kumar. Upasna Gambhir. Upasna Gambhir, please come to stage. Upasna, congratulations. And now we are leaving the sphere of MSc International Business Management. We are coming to MSc in Leadership for Digital Transformation with Kingsley Asuka Opute. Kingsley Asuka Opute. There's somebody. Next up is Miguel Plat. Now it's off. No, I'm back. I'm back. Interesting. Miguel, congratulations. And last but not least is Vismaya Kotarambabil, baby. Vismaya Kotarambabaril, baby. And we have one more student who was missed before, but who came back. It's Deepak Kaudel. Deepak Kaudel. Congratulations, Deepak. Professor Vogt, you may now be seated. Thank you so much. So now we have a list of students who are basically who were registered for this graduation, but who did not show up, right? Or maybe they are here, but they did not say that they are here. So I'm just reading a list of the graduates. And if you are here, just scream really loudly. So we have a graduation certificate for you, right? So it's Chris Mary Jose. Okay, congratulations. Still a little bit of applause. It's always nice. Kamal Okutsan Yumillu, Sandeep, Akash Jain, Saurav Sharma, Alp Gokberg Yildirim, Yoti Kanwar, Visvanatha Kaluru, Prabjot Kaur Kapoor, Vamshi Kiran Mamidala, Sajad Khan, Sima Shada, Uma Balasai Magapu, Patrick Shakur, and Saad Ahmed Siddiqui. Congratulations to your graduation. On the other side, guys, now comes the part where I really need you as the audience, right? Because now comes the part where we are congratulating all the people who are joining us online, right? So this might be not so interactive right now, but after that we are doing the cap throwing, etc. Right? So don't run away, guys. Right? Okay. So online joining us from the BSc Data Science, AI and Digital Business is Mohammad Nidai Ismail Kalale. Congratulations. Then Hamed Kolavole. Congratulations. International Business Management Bachelor Pranjal Adhikari. Michael Kamasheva, Sabri Ege Omur, congratulations. These are our bachelor students. We are coming now to Global MBA. I told you 100 people. We have Himanshu Sharma. We have Gaurang Mishra. We have Robert Heinrich Nickel, who is having a distinction, which is really not easy to get at Gisma. We have Muhammad Tarek Salimi, Rahul Kumar Pavateneni, Akanchka. We have Maxime Patrick Claude Francois Massal. We have Aditya Kumar Singh, Prithviraj Samantarayai, Vali Jan Nasiri, Himanshu Agarwal, and last but not least, with the global MBA, we have Ahmed Allah Mahmoud Ibrahim. Congratulations, guys. This is the global MBA. Congratulations. In the Master of Engineering in Computer Science, we have Rama Bakhtiar Hassan. We have Syed Qasim Hussein, Antonius Maher Fuad Shehata, Ahmed Emad Abdelaziz Mahmoud, Abed Al-Rahman Al-Rabi, Ayman Hamid Ahmed Kwat, Mohamed Amine Ayuni, and Edison Javier Castillo Ulloa. Congratulations. These are all the Master of Engineering and Computer Science. We are progressing now to the MSc in Business Management and Finance. Nirvikar Eknisht. We have Yash Piyush Adeshra. These are the finance pathway students. And now come the human resource pathways with Maduri, Maliekal Maruli, Sanyo Jose, Mashhad Yalali, Fakonde Tavuzi Gol, and Suvida Sharma. Congratulations. The marketing pathway has successfully completed Rohini Regodaten Nair, Sara Samaha, congratulations. Sama Oma, congratulations. Neatna Lina Sochara, congratulations. Ashish Mishra, Pranav Kunatotatil, Giresh. These were all the marketing graduates. Project management, we are progressing here to project management. Muskan Davan, Tushar Anand, Tim Johnson Sundar Muti, Abdul Kader Al-Asal, Sandeep Kumar, and Arushi Godara. These are all the students of the MSc Business Management and Project Management. And we are now coming to the final countdown with the MSc in Data Science, AI, and Digital Business. We have here Abhinav Sikwal, Sayed Alerisa Shavi Banadaki, Shiva Prasad Batula, Somaye Boyar Sade, Mansi Taplial, Ali Hadi, Abhishek Gadigesh, Pritesh Dilap Karkanis, Rudanshu Kumar Singh. We have Anushka Jain. We have Sabire Tuta Demir, who is also having a distinction with our valedictorian. Sara Hassan. We have Mosen Ali Sherwani, Abhinav Rana, Ali Akbar Sadeh, Aishwarya Shivai Ankolikar. And it's further, we are almost done, guys. Akash Dash, we have Vimal Sebastian, we have Bing Sheng, El Mahdi El Al-Shah, Facundo Augustin Espina with a distinction, very well done. Shemail Omar Esmail, Noman Abdul Mukem, Mitesh Batole, Ayutoshi Fukan, Al-Hashi Saidu Turai, Pierre Kondeve Shisenga, Anil Kumar Dahiya, Suraj Kumar Tiwari, Roger Andre Mendes Ramirez, Gerald Tommy, Mert Zagos, Tariq Hassan Ahmed Suleiman. And now, last but not least, we are coming to the International Business Management, the Masters. So we are going here with Srivida Soma Vilasam Mohandas, Georges Manja, Smriti Nandish, Dilek Aydin, Jackson Jacob, Aida El Yaman, Amit Sharma, Alara Kanmas, Meghana Venkatesh, Abhishek Hemant Patil, Danele Gichana, Yele, Thomas Joseph Parakanal, Zainab Cham, Gakik Purotukonan, Muhammad Iftikhar Hossein, Ahmad Saki Kamavi, Imanol Arturo Sanchez Suarez, Abhishek Kalate, Asma, Mohamed, Ali, Mohsen, Maxa, Hatis, Denis, Aydin, Shubhangi, Laxmikant, Hude, Valery Krupchenko, and last but not least, two of the digital transformation masters, Denise Blankson and Alcides Manuel Bravo Rivera. Congratulations to everyone, guys. This was the whole list of the graduates. Congratulations. So now, dear guests, we are coming to the closing remarks and the cap throwing event. Right? I have to confess that this whole event would not have been possible without a lot of people in the background, and I think it's now the time to say a big thank you to them. I would like to just call them out, and if they can, it would be great if they come in front of the stage so they can get your applause here. All of them are really essential for this wonderful event, apart from the wonderful faculty. It is Katja Lehmann, Mane Baluyan, Gada Alkotop, Nigina Kavakasada, Eloise Capé, Mahdi Brachabi, Rupsi Kavla, Julia Wankelschleich, Anna Shapolova, Anastasia Ustimenko, Daria Afanasheva, Ashita Teshomutala, Sunera Shahid, Shruti Kotari, Christopher Giovanni Ortiz Mejia, Yevgeny Angolov, Anshul Mittal, Emil Kinanan, Julian Davis, Porango, John Watson, Feroz Khan, all of them a hearty applause of all of you guys, because without them it would not have been possible. Thank you. And now we are coming to the moment we are all waiting for the cap throwing event, right? I would ask Daria to take over the control of the crowd now. So, hello, hello. Oh. Don't have any. Yes, no. Throwing event is happening. The cap throwing event is happening. Yes, now we are talking. Thank you everyone for joining today, guys. And now the cap throwing event is happening. I give my microphone to Dr. Daria. Thank you all for being here and hope to see you at the party. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Peter. So now the throwing of the caps. The thing that is very easy to organize, just a couple of things to follow.
No. You want me to stand in the middle? Sorry, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Oops. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Uh, can you? Thank you.
And now finally, I would ask the audience here downstairs to move a bit back so that the photographers could be in front of you.
Look at him. It's again an elevated position. Harry.
Okay, are we complete? Everyone who needs to be upstairs is upstairs? Okay, great. So very simple instructions. I will say 3, 2, 1, and when I say go, then you throw your caps, okay? Not now, wait a second. All right, now that's for real. 3, 2, 1. What? Okay, I'm giving the mic over to the photographer. No, go.
So everyone here, I would like to the first one before the throwing your heads. First, take a formal picture first, and the second one, I gonna count 3. He's gonna count 1, 2, 3. Then you can throw it together, yeah. But for the first one is the without the throwing. Okay, the first one without the throwing, yeah. Showing your happiness is your moment today. So the first one without the throwing, yeah. So the first one session.
Don't do it like this. Come here. Stand straight. No, it's for real. It's already ground to the head. You can't take it off anymore.
3. Yeah. Okay, now is the throwing moment. The second. Wait a second. Let me prepare myself. Okay, yeah. Everyone ready? Okay, let's join the party. 1, 2, 3.
It is pure plastic. Pure good. Good. Ich gebe mal jetzt zurück. Ich habe genug davon. Was machst du? Genau. Ja, du ziehst nichts aus. Ich mach dich jetzt auch mit. Ja. Dressing. Skinny the grip. Wieder da mit.